Hello there, Only One Kenobi here. Only One. It's been a while since I've been in front of the camera, but why not, hey? I thought I'd just introduce my video. Look at this. There's two spaces on the wall here, and that is going to be for reuse and hand carbonite. But for this video, I thought I'd do a best of, a top 5. I did mention it the other day. I'm going to look, and this is really hard work, this, to decide. But I'm going to do my top 5 expanded universe vintage collection card backs. Join me, won't you? Sorry, but firstly, let's just have a quick look at them on the wall. Boom. Okay, so here we are now, off we go. Now firstly, I've got to say how hard this was to do this list. I've said that before, but I'll say it again. It really was a challenge. On any other day, whatever I choose as top here, and I'm still deciding now as I go, which is going to be number 1, they could all be number 1. The only thing I've been definite on in this is my 2 honourable mentions, because obviously there's 7 cards altogether. 2 of them are going to be not in the top 5, and I know who they are. As far as the top 5 is concerned, all of them are top. They're all so good, the figures are great, so it's just a bit of a challenge. The reason I'm doing this video anyway is just to kind of like showcase these cards. I love sort of showing them to you, and I know a lot of you enjoy the card backs. Let's just get on with this show, and then we'll talk about it in a minute as we go. But they're such lovely card backs. I'm going to keep them all in the star cases, so try and get it so the light doesn't glare off it. But the first one that is an honourable mention is Nomanor. Don't have him loose. Card back's a bit weird. I do like the idea of the character, but I couldn't make him anything other than an honourable mention because he's just a bit too bizarre. I do like the character and I like the idea of the usual Vong or whatever they're called, but he is definitely not one of my favourites of these 7. They're all such an exclusive line of figures as well. It pains me to put her in the honourable mentions, but just reviewed her in my quick shot series, Bastila Shan. This card back is incredible. It's just so sad for me to not even consider her in the top 5, but anyway, she isn't in the top 5 because of the pure fact that the figure itself is, like, the facial sculpt nowhere near represents what you see on the card back, and whereas lots of these other figures and cards have great accessories, she doesn't, so that's where she fell short. But that card back is lovely. I love that card back, don't get me wrong. Now then, in 5th place, this guy could have been in 1st place on any other day because he's got a ton of accessories and he's an incredible card, and I love this character. If you haven't seen The Force Unleashed, watch it, but it's Starkiller is in 5th place. Amazing card back. I wished I'd kept, I did have 2 because he was repacked in the Black Series. I had 2 I picked up for £4 in a supermarket called Tesco over here. I sold one on eBay for a profit. I should have kept him because there are 2 variants you can have of this figure loose, like one wearing that armor there, the other one wearing the kind of like the shawl. It's in The Force Unleashed and The Force Unleashed 2, but Starkiller, Vader's apprentice, aka Galen Merrick. Great character, great story. It's on YouTube if you want to see the cutscenes from it. Brilliant. But Starkiller, I'm really sorry you are, and Whitaker, what's he called? Thingy Whitaker, I've forgotten his name. Let me know in the comments. Sam Witwer, what's he called? Sam Witwer, is that right? The guy who does the voice for him and Darth Maul. Awesome, I love Starkiller, but he's in 5th place. In 4th place, oh, it's one of my favourite figures of all time. What am I doing putting him in 4th place? But it's the ARC Trooper Commander. The only reason he's in 4th place is because the card back is not as strong as some of the other ones, but it's still a great card back. If only it was on a Clone Wars card back, although it's from the Genndy Tartakovsky wing of the Clone Wars. It's really not, he's expanded universe, obviously, yes, but anyway, the figure's incredible, but he's just not necessarily my favourite card back. It's Sith Lord 229's goddamn fault. He's the one who told me that there's too much yellow on it, and it's kind of tainted my opinion of this card, but I do love the Sith Lord 229. He's back on YouTube, by the way. That is an awesome figure loose. It's purely going by card backs. So anyway, he could be number 1 in terms of my favourite loose figures. He is number 1, my god. Anyway, in 3rd place, it's Darth Malgus, brilliant card back, great character. I don't know if you like expanded universe characters like this, but I do. I love Sith Lords. Brilliant trailer for the game as well. Old Republic. You were deceived. Amazing. Spine-tingling stuff. But he's great as a character. He's a really chunky, solid figure. So he scores points on striking card back and good figure in that respect. I like that card back more, say, than my friend, the ARC Trooper Commander. In second place, the reason she's second, I don't even have this figure loose, but I goddamn know that it's a good figure loose, because you can just tell. It's Shae Vizsla. Man, I would love this figure loose, but I'm not opening something that cost £80. Could you believe this is what this cost me? £80. But you can just tell, although the head sculpt is not really that much of a match for the face there on the card, you can swap heads so you can have her with the helmet on, but I can tell you, you just know that's going to be a kick-ass figure there. Brilliant. So it scores points in lots of departments, this card back. The fact that it's got a bit of, you know, kudos. It's like a champagne figure in my collection. This is one of the most expensive figures I own. Excuse me, because of the price. £80, so she's so rare that she gets extra kudos in my opinion, and I do love the card. Look at the flames and the blending of colours there, looking at it on an artistic level here, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why I've put her number 2. But again, you know, you can do more with my, I love my Starkiller more. I could have put him in second place, you know, and like, oh, so it's really hard, but just going on instinct of how I feel about the prestige, the esteem of some of these figures. And in first place, ladies and gentlemen, this has to be my number 1, only because I've managed to get hold of this figure recently loose, and that is Kick-Ass. So I can't put this anywhere other than first place. But it's a brilliant figure. Thank God for the Black Series repacking him, because, you know, he was so rare before that. Brilliant card back. Again, it's tied in with that awesome storyline of the Old Republic video game, which is incredible. And do you know what? After I've just shown you this card back, I will cut. You've noticed I've not shown you any figures loose here, but I will cut in a second and show you him loose. Why not? I will be covering him in my series. If you're new around here, I have a series where I'm going through the entire vintage collection called the Quick Shot series. They're all in the playlists, so check my playlists out as well. So we'll be coming up to him before you know it, but there you go. Why am I showing you the back of the card? It's rubbish, the back of the card. It's all about the front, baby. Expanded universe, unpunched card. This line of figures are becoming more and more and more prestigious because of the rarity of them. The expanded universe is now defunct. So he is my number 1. Bear with me one more moment. I will show you him loose. Boom. Now there he is. Now for whatever reason, if you are new around here, please do subscribe. I'm going to do more of this series. Top 5s. I'm going to go through them all. I'm going to go through the, you know, top 5 Phantom Menace vintage collection figures, top 5 Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, and so on and so forth, because it is quite a challenge for me, and I do like showing you these cards. But this again is an exceptional figure. So if you were lucky enough to get him at the Entertainer recently, he was in the UK for a mere £3.75. He went down as low as that. Insane, but what a great figure he is. I will be doing a proper thorough review of him, as I say, in a series called the Quick Shot series, so do keep an eye out for that. It will be here before you know it. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching this video. Again, please give it a thumbs up if you have enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one.